You're gonna fucking kill me! Why?
Hey peeps, well, this is Kizum. Welcome back to another developer update coverage. This time we're a little late because I've been uploading things and I didn't expect BHVR to upload anything, unlike me. But nevertheless, we are here and the developer update is here as well. And this one is a doozy. So I have very, very mixed feelings about this developer update, right? So essentially, they are kind of killing a variety in perks in the by daylight, and I'm not very excited about that. But let's talk about it first. So first up, out of the new features is the new quest system. The new quest system, they are essentially replacing all future tomes, dailies, weekly, whatever. They are going to replace all of that, all of the data ratios, all of the quest and challenges with the quest system. It's going to be in the main menu. You'll be able to click on it. There'll be daily quests, Rift Pass quests, and event quests, and you don't need to select them to actually progress towards them. All available quests will always be eligible for completion. Upon completion, they will receive rewards automatically without needing to return to the quest menu. So there's also milestone quests, which is basically just progress overall in game of like how many times you've hooked survivors commonly, etc., etc. And you can also pin multiple quests for easy reference in the lobby and match detail screen in game. Quest notifications can also be toggled off on or off in the graphics option menu, and they are now using that instead of ritual and challenge for saying quest. Although I've seen a lot of feedback on that. That feels a little sad that there isn't anything that might be specific to that. So the intention behind this is whether or not we win or we lose in a trial, we don't even know what that means really, you still get something and it doesn't feel that terrible to progress. And it doesn't feel like you're actively really throwing because you're always progressing towards something and it always gets you something. But thinking about that, what will happen to the tome, the rift, the archives? Well, they say that up next. So the Deep Rift is now going to be a repeatable final entire LOL, or you will be able to earn like the block points infinitely. After, well, actually, it's after the Deep Rift. Sorry. The Deep Rift itself is going to get a little longer to have more outfit variants, and after that, the blood point thousands of tiers, it'll actually be a repeatable source of blood points. So you won't go to tier brrr, and you won't be able to buy a tier brrr. You will be able to just go to the final tier. You will see that it's final tier, and then only just constantly get blood points for earning rift fragments. Archives are going to be a prominent part of the game now. All existing tome challenges you will still be able to complete for blood points and their page completion rewards. They will not use the new quest system. They will have to be activated once at a time and redeemed when it's completed. They basically retiring it, but they're leaving all the old tomes accessible if you want to touch them. I don't know what this means for the next Rift and how like will a new tome just mean there's going to be a bunch of new quests added to the game? I really don't know what that means and how that'll all function, but I guess we'll see. It's a bit unclear. Perks preview in the lobby. Essentially, there's a bunch of changes coming to help newer players in the game, which makes sense in the lieu of FNAF being added to the party late. There's a widget now highlighting a player's own perks in the pre-game lobby, which I think was already a beta test feature for like half a player base since 2023, if memory serves me right. New and unlocked survivors and killers come pre-equipped with a perk in their first slot. Essentially, just people don't equip perk slots because the beta is very roaming. There's like 1,000 things to it, so at least pointing the survivors and new killers to, hey, you should equip perks, here they matter, here's going to be a perk that you already have equipped. That's good and completely positive change. There's also the same thing happening to pre-equip the items and add-ons, and not only that, you also will have those items and add-ons, so you're going to have basically, even once you become a new vanilla player, you're going to have a bunch of add-ons and items already in your inventory, which I think is really nice because it felt awful to head into your first trial with just one yellow perk and then you have no items, no nothing, and you know, it's a little sad. The item spam prevention is also here. If you remember, they basically removed canceling the unhook prompt in the 7.6 or PDB a year ago. Everyone said that's bad. We need to fake unhook sometimes. And they are now doing the thing that I thought they were going to do from PDB to live, which is just make sure you can only try to unhook like a few times in a row, and then you can't spam it again. That's it. That is that is literally it. It's very simple, and I know why it took them so long, but hey, it's good. The 7% skill check chance of when you leave the generator and it blows up, it's gone. It's gone. They fixed it. They added a small additional window of time, which is skill check will be nullified when letting go of a generator as a skill check pops up. This is already a thing. If you pop up really early, as it gets nullified, right? But now they just changed that number from like a 0.01 to a 0.05, and now it's nicer. I'm glad that took 8 years, but hey, at least it's getting here. Minor killer update for the Houndmaster. The chase command vault speed, like the Snug's insane vault speed, got nerfed, and they buffed the devious no scoring events for the Houndmaster. Snug has been always really fast ever since we buffs to Houndmaster, and it felt kind of bad to the Survivor, and felt a little ridiculous. So hopefully this makes her a little more fun to play against, but we will see. The juiciest part of this developer update is Haste hinder stacking. We'll go over it slightly later. First, I want to talk about Hex Pentimento. Pentimento now is a much healthier perk, and I've seen some people cry about it. That, oh no, it was such a unique and fun perk. I loved it so much. I don't care. It was ruinous for a game. Now, the only thing it does is reduce healing and repair speeds, and the more totems you have active at the same time, the more it reduces those speeds. And all survivors cursed by pentimento will see rekindle totems or as already. So this will still be a slowdown perk. It will not be as effective, and there will be a point to trying to get a few totems up simultaneously. And when you get 5 totems, it will still block all the totems, and survivors will still be permanently fucked. So there is still this fun interaction. But now you actually, Lee and solo queue will be able to play against Pentimento and won't be as disastrous, and it's a little bit more streamlined, and the first stack actually isn't the only stack that matters, which is good. So now, Haste and Hinder stacking. What they're doing is that Haste longest stacks without Haste effects, Hinder the longest stacks without Hindered effects, and they updated the status effect widgets to display current Haste and Hindered values, can be disabled in the game options, updated select perk descriptions to change base movement speed adjustments to Haste or Hindered effects, and do small buffs to perk which previously relied on stacking. I'm going to read the dev notes first. Historically, stacking status effects like Haste and Hindered as well as base movement speed changes has led to certain perk combos, made for this plus hope anyone, end up far more powerful than intended. By streamlining these effects, you'll only ever move as fast or as slow as the highest Haste or Hindered effect currently active. Note, the highest value of these effects will still interact with each other. Our intention is to limit the instances of routine combos while making effects easier to understand, especially as we welcome new players to the flock. Stay tuned for PDP edge notes for an overview of all the perks we'll be receiving small buffs to account for this removal of stacking. So firstly, I don't understand, not the highest value of these perks will still interact with each other. Is it like, oh, I think we're referring to Haste and Hindered. Haste and Hindered will still fight against each other, but only the highest values of them. So this is terrible. The reason why I hate this, right, is not because I am like, I don't know, I am a killer main that loves stacking Hindered, or I am a survivor main that loves stacking Haste. It's just Haste and Hindered are status effects that are often on more niche perks, and a lot of niche perks kind of rely on Haste or Hindered to work. So, for example, something like Babysitter. The entire appeal of that perk is that when you are unhooked, you have double the haste. That is the entire appeal of the perk. The scratch marks, the blood pools, none of that really matters. The point is that you have extra haste. When you're unhooking, you have double the haste. No one left behind. The point of that perk, besides the unhook speed, is the haste you get after unhooking, so you're speeding away, so you can't be tunneled down. The entire point of those perks is that. The entire point of batteries included for a killer is to stack with other haste perks. So you can, I don't know, put machine learning on, and then you're quick, and you're stacking. And I just don't understand why we are taking the nuclear option and killing it all. Killers like Clown kind of rely on hindered stacking to be a little more effective. It is really, really bad to do this, in my opinion, for a variety of perks in the game. Unless you want to power creep all perks in the game, which I don't think we're going to do, considering we're saying small buffs. So all of them always like give like at least 15% haste or something. This also kills like funny combos like a plot twist background player that haste will no longer stack. Plot twist spring burst that haste will no longer stack. Trying to do fun setups of maximum haste in DBD. With you have a syringe, you have blood pact, and Talita's perk better together. That is now dead. Why would you ever run the fucking better together? Why would you ever run it instead of just run blood pact? It's that perk is fucking dead. It is just, I don't understand why this is an issue in this game right now. That is not an issue. That is an issue that people complain about when Make for This plus Hope existed. And even then it wasn't that much of a big deal. And now we're instead of just like making perks that are better, we are just taking a fucking sledgehammer to all perks that are currently in the game. And are like, if you ever use haste, you no longer can stack perks. The point of perks in Dead by Daylight is to make builds with them, to have synergies. This annihilates like a quarter of the synergies in Dead by Daylight. Annihilates it from orbit. Why? Why does it annihilate everything from orbit? What is the point? This isn't going to make the game less confusing, because the survivor or the killer who just started picking up the game, they still need to do fucking calculus to figure out, oh, what potential haste and hinder perks could the killer have or could the survivor have? What is stacking? Which are the highest ones? How do they cancel out? They still need to fucking do a dissertation. The only thing that this does is to make this fucking game more boring. Because, okay, you nerfed all those perks. Guess what perks people are going to run? The meta perks. Because we don't have enough of that shit, right? Because we don't have enough of that, right? We want more of the meta perks. Because the stacking thing should honestly be applied to like gen speed up and gen regression. That should be applied. Nerf those synergies. Those synergies should be diminishing. Or at least, instead of not stacking haste at all, make it diminishing returns. Why is it no longer stacking whatsoever? Make it diminishing. Make it still display the complete value so you understand what's going on as a player. But god damn it! Don't just remove a quarter of the synergies in the fucking game! I don't have words for this. The PDB will come out at some point, and the quest system was a major upgrade. A bunch of newer player stuff is nice. The skill check safety net is nice. The Houndmaster change is good. I like the pentimento change, but holy shit, why? Haste your hinder second. Why? Why do you do this? Why? I fucking whatever. Cool. Like, yeah, fuck you for trying to interface of a fucking non-meta build. Yeah, fuck you. Go away. Thank you, behavior. I love this. Really good.
Why?